heard of gene therapy? Probably, you're curious about how it can improve human traits or a technique that modifies a person's gene to treat or cure disease. Hi, I'm Ira, and my team and I
Hi guys, I'm Syra.
I'm Pratsa.
And I'm Angelo Selga.
are here to answer some of gene therapy questions. Let's get started. Gene therapy is a medical field that focuses on genetically altering cells to produce a therapeutic effect or treat disease by repairing or reconstructing defective genetical material. It is also used to correct defective gene in order to cure a disease or help your body fight disease more effectively.
Gene therapy can broadly categorize in two main types. First is the in vivo gene therapy, second is the ex vivo gene therapy. In vivo gene therapy uses viruses or other methods to deliver gene directly into your cells, a strategy in which genetic material, usually in the form of DNA, is applied to modify the genetic repertoire of the target cells for the therapeutic goals. In this type of gene therapy is commonly used to treat diseases that affect cells that are widely distributed throughout the body, such as blood cells or the cells of the liver. The last one is the ex vivo gene therapy. It involves the genetic modifications of the cells outside of the body to reduce therapeutic factors and their subsequent transplantations back into the patients. The working genes are introduced into these cells in the laboratory setting. Once the working genes have been introduced, the cells are then reintroduced in the patient's body. So this type of gene therapy is commonly used to treat diseases that affect cells that are difficult to access, such as the cells of the bone marrow or the central nervous system. So gene therapy is a fairly new practice, but is not safe or reliable enough to become a standard treatment. Gene therapy could have very serious health risks, such as toxicity, inflammations, and cancer. Genetic therapies have the potential to treat a wide range of diseases, but they are still being tested and may have risks. Although they are still relatively new forms of medical treatment, gene therapy techniques are relatively new, so some risks may be unpredictable. However, medical researchers, institutions, and regulatory agencies are working to ensure that gene therapy research, clinical trials, and approved treatments are safe as possible.
Many diseases result from genetic mutation and cannot be treated with traditional medication or require long-term treatment of the symptoms. However, new gene therapy treatment methods allow us to target the underlying genetic causes. Put simply, there are three methods. First, gene silencing, which interferes with the expression of a certain gene, therefore silencing its expression. Second, gene replacement, which replaces a faulty gene or adds a new gene. Third, gene editing, a one-time therapy that directly repairs pieces of DNA within the cell.
Most of the gene therapies are short-lived, so patients need to undergo multiple treatments. The therapeutic DNA needs to be functional in the long term, and the cells containing it need to be long-lived and stable if the therapy is going to provide a permanent cure. However, the difficulty of integrating the DNA into the genome, combined with the fact that many cells divide so rapidly, means long-term benefits are problematic to achieve and repeated treatments are needed.
Long-lasting effects. Gene therapy has the potential to get rid of a person's symptoms for life. Gene therapy can give many people a better quality of life. If you remove a faulty gene from a parent, they won't transfer this gene to their kids. However, there is some worry that gene therapy might have negative effects if it affects cells other than the defective cell in the body. There is also fear that undetected changes to reproductive cells could be passed on to people's offspring.
Despite being relatively new and potentially risky method of therapy, genetic treatments show promise in the treatment of numerous diseases. Potentially hazard could include allergic reactions, certain types of cancers, or organ or tissues damage if an injection is required. Genetic therapy is now significantly safer thanks to the recent development.